Hey there, East. It's 2020 and our first Trojan TV of the new decade.
We are excited to share more great news and feature stories with you this year.
We sure are. In this week's Classroom Spotlight, Joe and Carson stop into Mrs. Porath's math classes.
Bella and Kenzie marvel over the newest streaming channel, Disney+.
And Travis and Brady break down the impeachment process to get you up to speed on current events.
So let's get this show started. My name is Mia Tersman.
And I'm Alexis Ball. And Trojan TV
starts now. Today's Trojan TV is brought to you by Grand Traverse Oral Surgery, Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, Cool Studios, and That's a Pizza, 4 locations to serve your cheesy needs.
Welcome back. Many of you probably spent some time binge watching your favorite shows over break. Now you can add even more titles to your watch list with Disney+. Here's Bella and Kenzie with all the details.
Disney Plus is one of the world's newest streaming services. Released on November 12th, it includes hundreds of Disney-owned TV shows and movies, including Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, and National Geographic. Disney Plus not only comes with classic films like Cinderella and Iron Man, it also comes with one-of-a-kind shows, movies, and documentaries that are only available if you have the app. A few of their originals are The Mandalorian, High School Musical, the series, the live-action Lady and the Tramp, Pixar in Real Life, and much, much more. In a little more than a day, Disney Plus gained more than 10 million subscribers. In fact, the service crashed on the first day because so many people around the world were tuning in. Naturally, fans were very annoyed and frustrated after they paid months in advance for this new and exciting program. However, in just a few hours, Disney had it back up and running for fans to enjoy their favorite movies and shows. We talked to a few students to get their thoughts on this new streaming service.
I like how it has so many options. There's like movies and shows. I think it's really fun. I really like all the Disney movies and it kind of brings me back to my childhood.
I thought it would be cool to have a bunch of Disney movies, so not just a bunch of adult movies, so I could have kid movies I could watch.
It gives you an opportunity to pick Disney movies that you want to watch or shows without having to go onto Disney Channel and watching whatever's on there.
I don't really have a need for it because I already have Netflix and Hulu.
I feel like a lot of the other platforms like Netflix and Hulu, etc., I feel like they have better programs to watch.
Disney Plus is half the price of HBO Now and is a discount compared to Netflix's cheapest price at $9 a month. In addition to this, Disney also offers a triple service bundle for only $13 a month that includes Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN. By itself, Hulu's cheapest price is $6 a month, and ESPN is $5. Getting the bundle is a pretty good deal considering these prices, making it well worth the subscription fee of only $7 a month or $70 a year. With everything it has to offer, Disney Plus is the perfect thing to watch when spending time with family, having a good time with friends, or just chilling with your dog after a long day. This has been Kenzie and Bella reporting for Trojan TV.
Thanks, guys. Now let's get to a few important school announcements. Our friends from Japan arrived tonight at the Cherry Capital Airport. Please greet our guests throughout the week as they visit East with hosts Maria Hyman and Aline Gibbons. Here are a few quick Japanese phrases you can practice over the weekend. Konnichiwa, hello. Yokoso, welcome, and sayonara, goodbye. Yearbook pre-sales are coming to a close next Friday, January 17th. Head to yearbookordercenter.com to save $10 and guarantee your copy. Spring extras will be limited in quantity and cost $45. It's time to start thinking about classes for next year as our counseling team will begin presenting in history classes in the coming weeks. Students will then be able to register for classes online, and an optional one-night registration event is slated for Wednesday, January 22nd. Mrs. Porath had a flurry of activity happening in her math classes recently, and Joe and Carson caught it all in this week's Classroom Spotlight.
For this week's Classroom Spotlight, we caught up with Miss Porath's class, who are learning about quadrilaterals.
So we're working on a project for finding the areas of geometric figures. We were working with parallelograms, trapezoids, and kites. So I just asked the students, I gave them a drawing, I'm like, see if you can figure out a way to determine this area and be prepared to justify and connect your formulas, expressions to the drawings.
Students enjoyed the opportunity to work with their peers to find the areas of these shapes.
I thought the project was like a fun way for us all to like get the class together and have like a fun way to learn. The project taught us all like a bunch of different ways to solve the area of different shapes that we hadn't known before.
I learned a lot more about different equations to find the areas of different shapes and how to help represent those equations on paper.
So I'm hoping that students will walk away with a deeper understanding of how these formulas for area make sense and connect to the figure that they're trying to find its area of, and therefore have a better opportunity to remember.
This has been Carson and Joseph reporting for Trojan TV.
Thanks, guys. The new year brings new opportunities to get involved in winter activities. Here are a few you won't want to pass up. Registration is now open for the Kiwanis Ski and Snowboard School for students in grades K through 9. Lessons are $40 per session, and you can register online at mountholiday.com. Join a weekly group ski with Norte at Timber Ridge every Sunday for free. Skis are available and sign-up is not necessary. Grab a friend or bring your family to cross-country ski at noon through the winter months. If skiing isn't your thing, consider joining Rangers for a snowshoe adventure at the National Lakeshore. Snowshoes will be loaned at no charge to participants who do not have their own equipment. 2 hikes are offered each Saturday and depart at the same time, 1 o'clock p.m. One hike is for beginners and the other is an advanced trek. Find out more on the Sleeping Bear Dunes homepage. You've probably seen or heard the word impeachment a fair amount lately in our news. But what is impeachment and what do you need to know as middle school students? Travis and Brady are ready to explain in this Trojan TV special report.
Today, I am asking our chairman to proceed with articles of impeachment.
The word impeachment has been floating around lately. You might be wondering what it is. We did some research and talked to an expert to learn more about how this process works in our government.
We hold government officials accountable through our elections, through our voting process. Through our elections, we can replace government officials. But if it's not an election and a government official has gone on above and beyond their position, committed whether it be a criminal crime or a constitutional crime, it's a way to hold them accountable for still being held to the same standards. The idea that no one person is above criminal law or constitutional law.
The Constitution gives Congress the right to impeach and remove the President, Vice President, and any civil officer if they have engaged in treason, bribery, or other high crimes or misdemeanors.
It starts with articles of impeachment being drawn in the House of Representatives by a judiciary committee. So articles of impeachment would just be the charges that are being brought against the government official. So I think it's a misconception in our country when we talk about impeachment. People, I think, sometimes believe that means to remove from office. Removal can just be part of the conviction if convicted. To be impeached just means to be charged with some sort of crime or wrongdoing.
There are 3 steps to impeachment, starting with the Congress investigating. After that, the House of Representatives must pass the articles of impeachment in order for it to go on. Then, it's passed to the Senate where they vote. You might be thinking, how does this relate to us right now? Well, Donald Trump is now the 3rd president in history to be impeached, but that doesn't mean he's out of office yet, as his trial in the Senate will not start until the new year. This has been Travis and Brady reporting for Trojan TV.
Excellent reporting, guys.
Yes, thanks, guys. Well, that wraps up this episode of Trojan TV.
Check more EMS coverage on our website, The Link, and follow us on Instagram at EastDMC.
Our school play, Spy TV, opens next week. We are leaving you with a sneak peek and showtimes.
Have a great weekend, Trojans. Bye.
Check out Spy TV on January 5th, 7 o'clock at the EMS cafeteria.